It seems weird that being 6 foot 3 inches tall and rather large for my frame that I could ever receive abuse from a partner, but that's exactly what happened. It was an intense, passionate relationship with a girl who was crazy about me. The problems began when she started to drop little hints about how she didn't want me to go to university anymore, as it detracted from our time together. I would have to warn her days in advance for any social events that I'd intended to go to, and more often than not she would attend them with me whether she was invited or not. This progressed into a physically abusive relationship. Every time I left the house I would receive a torrent of verbal abuse, shouted as loud as she could manage, followed by kicking, punching, scratching at me when I ignored the slurs and character assassinations and continued walking away from her. This essentially placed me under house arrest. One time I remember not going outside for 10 whole days. If I did manage to go out, the emotional abuse would continue well into the day, with text after text attacking me, from my physical appearance to playing on the emotional insecurities I confided to her. One particularly harrowing time, she kept me up for 24 hours, shouting and screaming at me. I'd fallen asleep due to sheer exhaustion, and she woke me up by violently shaking me. It was apparent almost instantly that while I was asleep she self-harmed, which she quite vocally blamed me for when I woke up. After this event I told her I wanted to leave for good. She promised me that she would change her ways. I stayed for a few weeks longer, until I discovered she wasn't taking her contraceptive pill anymore. It was an effort to keep me by getting pregnant. I left the day I discovered that, after she attacked me one last time, and I've never spoken to or seen her again. This relationship nearly cost me my degree, and lost me my job at the time. I stayed for so long because I was convinced it wasn't abuse. She was troubled and I had to look after her. That's what partners do, right?